This is Radio Nepal. I'm Dila Prasai with the news. The headlines first. Voting begins on the by-election for the House of Representatives member at Chitwan Constituency 2, Bara Constituency 2 and Donoho Constituency 1. Election commissioners urge voters to participate in the election without any fear. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says there are signs of improvement in national economy. Gandaki Province Chief Minister Khagaraj Adhikari has failed to secure a vote of confidence, and Kenyan police finds 21 bodies in investigation into starvation cult. Now the news in detail. Voting is being held under the by-election for House of Representatives member at Chitwan Constituency 2, Bara Constituency 2 and Donoho Constituency 1. The Election Commission said the voting had begun at 7 a.m. this morning. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has urged all the voters to participate in the voting without any fear and exercise their franchise right. The Election Commission informed that it had adopted special measures to hold the election in a free and fair manner. Election Commission's assistant spokesperson Guru Prasad Wagle said the employees and security personnel deputed in the polling centres are minutely monitoring the violation of any sorts of election code of conduct. Meanwhile, 9 candidates are vying for the post of House of Representatives member at Donoho Constituency 1, and there are 123,305 voters. Likewise, 22 candidates are vying for House of Representatives member at Chitwan Constituency 2, and there are 124,695 voters. Similarly, 34 candidates are vying for House of Representatives member at Bara Constituency 2, and there are 105,258 voters in this constituency. Gandaki Province Chief Minister Khagaraj Adhikari has failed to secure a vote of confidence in the voting held at the Province Assembly yesterday. 24 Province Assembly members voted in favour of the Chief Minister Adhikari. However, 35 members of the Province Assembly voted against the vote of confidence. With this, Chief Minister Adhikari has been relieved from his post. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda has said there are signs of improvement in the national economy. The Prime Minister, however, confessed that there was no situation to remain confident as challenges still prevailed. At an economic symposium organized in Kathmandu yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal stated that the government was working with a belief that economic-related issues could be resolved only through collective efforts. Prime Minister Dahal said the government was committed to dismantling the centralized mentality and taking opportunities and development to the local levels. He pledged some important measures for reforms in annual policies, program and budget of the government in upcoming fiscal year. Similarly, Finance Minister Dr. Prakash Sharan Mahat expressed the commitment to resolving the problems seen in economy. Clarifying that efforts have been made to make the economy dynamic, Minister Mahat added that initiatives have been taken to resolve problems seen in revenue collection. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda has stressed the need for campaign for unity among all communist forces. Addressing Nara Bahadur Karmacharya Memorial Academy Second Annual Assembly in Lalitpur yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal said communist ideology was still popular in Nepal and there was a need to bring together with correct policy, ideology and feeling. On the occasion, he also urged the intellectuals to play their roles to lead the society in the correct path as anarchism has overridden the politics. He also claimed that the current coalition government would run for full term of 5 years. CPN-UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli has stressed the need for unity among leftist forces. Addressing a program organized at CPN-UML Central Office in Jasol of Lalitpur yesterday, Chairman Oli reiterated that the CPN-UML has no other interest than national sovereignty, development and peace in the country. Referring to the unity of CPN-UML and CPN Maoist Centre, Chairman Oli said the achievement and trust granted by the people was lost due to unwise move of the leaders. Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister Narayan Kajashrestha says political achievements are being attacked from all corners. Addressing an annual general meeting of the Press Centre Nepal, the Valley Province Committee in Kathmandu yesterday, Deputy Prime Minister Shrestha said safeguarding the achievements gained from people's struggle was the need of the hour. Nepal is organizing the 7th Partnership for Technology in Peacekeeping International Symposium from the 13th of June with the support of the United Nations. The International Symposium is organized in different countries every year with an objective of using latest technology as well as developing possibility for the use of digital technology in peacekeeping. Spokesperson at the Defence Ministry, Prakash Paudel, said that such programs are found effective to exchange experience about technology used in peacekeeping missions. The Partnership for Technology in Peacekeeping initiative was established by the United Nations in Italy in 2014 for the first time. You're listening to Radio Nepal 8 AM English News Bulletin. We continue with the international updates now. Kenyan police have exhumed 21 bodies near the coastal town of Malindi as they investigate a preacher said to have told followers to starve to death. According to BBC, dead children were among those exhumed, and police said they expected to find even more bodies. The shallow graves are in Sakaula Forest, where 15 members of the Good News International Church were rescued last week. Preacher Paul Mackenzie is in custody pending a court appearance. State broadcaster KBC described him as a cult leader and reported that 58 graves have so far been identified. Mackenzie has denied any wrongdoing but has been refused bail. He insists that he shut down his church in 2019. He allegedly told followers to starve themselves in order to meet Jesus. The Kenyan daily The Standard say the pathologist will take DNA samples and conduct tests to determine whether the victims died of starvation. Police arrested Mackenzie on 15th of April after discovering the bodies of 4 people suspected of having starved themselves to death. A group of foreign nationals have been evacuated from Sudan as fighting between rival armies raged on in the capital, Khartoum. According to BBC, more than 150 people were evacuated by the sea to the Saudi Arabian port of Jeddah on Saturday, mostly citizens of Gulf countries. Khartoum airport has been repeatedly targeted, and Canada's government says no flights are possible yet. It has told Canadians in Sudan to shelter in a safe place. Meanwhile, the UK says it is considering ways to evacuate its staff. More than 400 people have been killed in the fighting between Sudan's army and paramilitary force since April 15. Now the general weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly to generally cloudy in the hilly regions of the country and partly cloudy to mainly fair in the rest of the country. Kathmandu's weather report now, maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. Voting begins on the by-election for the House of Representatives member at Chitwan Constituency 2, Bara Constituency 2 and Tanoho Constituency 1. Election commissioners urge voters to participate in the election without any fear. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says there are signs of improvement in national economy. Gandaki Province Chief Minister Khagaraj Adhikari has failed to secure a vote of confidence And Kenyan police finds 21 bodies in investigation into starvation cult. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe, and have a good day.